Linda, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Linda. We're going to go ahead and open the Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee meeting of Thursday, September 11th, 2025. It's about 2:06
Oh,
p.m.
Erica, I'm so sorry. I'm going to start the recording. I'm so sorry.
No,
Okay, starting now.
Recording in progress.
Thank you. We're going to start the Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee meeting of Thursday, September 11th, 2025. It's about 2:06 p.m. If you're able to share your screen, Adriana, of the agenda, people may appreciate that. First item is call to order and determination of quorum. Can we get the determination of quorum today?
Yes. Okay, Eric Young,
Here.
Dale Way,
Here.
Wayne Handrock,
Here.
Wes Rubio,
Here.
and Rob Pierce, alternate Linda Kennedy.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you for that. So we'll move on to agenda item number 2, the ethics law announcement and instructions for public comment via Zoom and telephone. Today we've got with us Mr. Trent Cross. Can you help us with this agenda item today?
Again, so the ethics law announcement committee members are reminded that if, with respect to any matter or any person coming before the committee today, you have received a gift or loan, you have a pecuniary interest, you have a commitment in a private capacity such as a family, employment, business, or similar relationship, or you have been provided representation or counseling before an agency to a person or entity for compensation within the last year on a matter being considered. You must disclose that the gift, loan, interest, commitment, or prior representation at the time the matter is being considered, and you must furthermore abstain from deliberation or voting on the matter if it is clear that the gift, loan, interest, commitment, or prior representation would materially affect the independence of judgment of a reasonable person. Committee members are also reminded that under the Parcel Map Review Committee rules, if you have had any contact outside this meeting with any persons interested in a matter coming before the committee today, you should disclose the nature of that contact at this meeting. For the Zoom instructions, this meeting is held via Zoom. To attend this meeting via Zoom, please log into the Zoom webinar using the link found in the agenda. You can also join the meeting by typing zoom.us into your computer browser and joining via Join a Meeting on the Zoom website and entering the meeting via ID 831-3388-3067. Alternatively, you can join the meeting via telephone by dialing 1-669-900-9128, entering the meeting ID 831-3388-3067 and pressing the number icon. For those wishing to provide public comment via Zoom, please log into Zoom webinar and use the raise hand feature. During the public comment period, to provide public comment via telephone, press the *9 to raise hand and *6 to mute and unmute.
Thank you very much. Let's move on to agenda item 3, appeal procedure. Most decisions entered by the Parcel Map Review Committee are appealable. If you disagree with the decision of the Parcel Map Review Committee and you want to appeal its action, call the planning staff immediately at 775-328-6100. You will be informed of the appeal procedure and application fee. Appeals must be in writing and must be delivered to the Planning and Building Division within 10 calendar days from the date that the decision being appealed is signed by the Secretary of the Parcel Map Review Committee and mailed to the original applicant in the proceeding being appealed in accordance with Washoe County Code. We're going to move on to agenda number 5, which is the approval of the agenda today. Do we have any changes to the upcoming items on the agenda? None. I myself will move for adoption of approval of today's agenda. Do I have a second?
Wes Rubio, I'll second.
Thank you. Moved and seconded. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Passes unanimously. Thank you. Move on to number 6, which is approval of the June 12th, 2025 draft minutes. If anybody has any additions or corrections to the draft minutes as they were sent please let us know now. Does anybody have any changes to those draft minutes? All right, hearing none, I'll move myself for approval of the June 12th, 2025 draft minutes. Do I have a second?
Mr. West Rubio, I'll second.
Thank you, Wes. Moved and seconded to approve the June 12th, 2025 draft minutes as provided. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed. Passed unanimously. Thank you. We're going to move on to the project review items now. We have one on the agenda today. 7A, tentative parcel map case number WTPM 25-0009, 100 Malcolm. And today we have Kat Oakley to tell us about this application. Kat, can you tell us what this application is about?
Yes. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Kat Oakley with Washoe County Planning. Just getting my presentation up. So this is a parcel map for 100 Malcolm. It's a tentative parcel map to divide a 3.54 acre parcel into two parcels, one being 3.1 acres and one approximately 0.4 acres. This is a vicinity map, so you can see it's in an area of Washoe County known as Black Springs, which is off Lemon Drive and is now kind of nestled between some City of Reno lands. The image on the right is a more zoomed in picture of the property where you can see it is currently developed with a single family dwelling in the northwest corner and is of a bit of an irregular shape. The property is zoned medium density suburban, and due to the size, it has a maximum potential of 10 single family lots. The proposed number of parcels is 2, so under the maximum. And then the minimum lot size requirement is 12,000 square feet, and the minimum proposed is a bit shy of 18,000. So also meeting that requirement and all the other lot dimension requirements. This is an image of the parcel map. It is rotated so that north is to the left, or sorry, to the right of the screen. And what's proposed is adding that one new property line in blue to essentially divide off the portion of the parcel where the single family home currently sits from the other portions of the parcel. To get into the review a little bit, so there are, as you can see in the map on the right-hand side of the screen, 6 parcels that are essentially entirely surrounded by the subject parcel, and they are currently accessed through, well, there are 2 public access easements serving them, one 50 feet to the east and one 18 feet wide to the west. Now there is a parcel a little bit to the south, which is highlighted in orange, that does not appear to have an existing legal access. And so that's something that is addressed in the conditions of approval, which say that either the existence of a existing legal access will have to be demonstrated, or one will have to be provided so that we make sure that that parcel is not landlocked. For other evaluation factors, again, you can see that's just basically the section of the parcel that's proposed to be divided off. It contains a single family home that is going to continue to meet the required setbacks if this division is approved, and all future parcels will be required to connect to municipal sewer. Various agencies reviewed this and their comments were included in the staff report. Any conditions they recommended were also included in the conditions of approval. And since staff is able to make all of their required findings, the recommendation is for approval. And here is a possible motion. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Do we have any questions or comments from committee members? Not at all. Is the applicant here today? I
I believe they're in attendance.
If
Yes.
they have anything to say, you can raise your hand and let us know if you have anything to add to Kat's presentation.
So I see Derek Kirkland. If you please unmute and state your first and last name for the record.
Yeah, this is Derek Kirkland with Wood Rogers. We're representing the applicant, and I'm just I don't have anything to add. I mean, it's a fairly straightforward. We agree with everything. So happy to answer any questions if anyone else has them.
Thank you, Dick. Is there any other public comment on this item?
No hands raised for public comment.
Okay. So in the review of this from all of you on the board, nobody had any lingering issues with the remaining parcel that remains, as Pat mentioned, somewhat irregularly shaped. I guess it's okay to leave a parcel like that. But does that, I guess I didn't propose any issues for anybody.
Eric, I'll ask a question. This is West Rubio. Does that pose any potential issue for further development with planning and or the potential for sewer, water, fire access, things like that? From my perspective, from my specific realm, I'm good. But I think it's a fair question to ask, to just make sure that we're not actually adversely affecting the applicant, and maybe that might be something that Wood Rogers may be able to address as well. I just don't know.
Well, one of the thing from planning and Cat, you can address this for me. I might be a little off on it. As a parcel map, they're going to be prohibited from doing another parcel map for a while, I think. And this looks like the kind of thing that somebody may want to do another parcel map on to continue to try and make it more or less irregular. If the plan is to just go with that and the owner is okay with continuing with that situation for some time, and it's not posing a problem to any of us, then, you know, I don't have a problem with it. But I think that it's something that the owner and the applicant should be aware of, that they're not going to be able to come back, you know, in a few months and do another parcel map on the remaining piece, is my understanding. So I would just want to understand that going forward. I want to make sure that the applicant understands those rules.
And if I could jump in, Cat Oakley with Washoe County Planning. So yeah, like Eric was saying, we don't allow subsequent parcel maps within a period of 5 years under this process. You could still apply for one. It would just essentially be reviewed as a tentative subdivision. So a higher standard of review and a higher standard of requirements for development. So just, yeah, something to keep in mind.
Right. That's just, it doesn't have really a bearing on, I think, the way I see the actual proposal today. If nobody else has an issue with that remaining parcel, but it is something that I feel should be communicated to the applicant, that, you know, for the next 5 years, it's going to have to stay how it is, unless they want to do that more significantly more substantial review of a subdivision. So Derek, I think I'm just it's not a requirement, it's not a condition. I'm just asking you to make sure that the applicant, that's been communicated to the applicant.
Yeah, this is Derek Kirkland, Wood Rogers. They're definitely aware of that. There was a past tentative map on this at one point, and they let that expire. So,
okay, great. Does anybody, any of the other members have anything to add? Nothing. No, nobody from the public has showed up for this. Okay. Well, then I will close this public hearing, bring it back to us, and ask for if anybody has a motion for it.
This is Wes Rubio. I move that after giving reasoned consideration to the information contained within the staff report and the information received during the public meeting, that the Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee approved parcel map case number WTPM 25-0009 or Hero Land Holdings LLC, subject to the conditions of approval included as Exhibit A with the staff report, and make the determination that the following criteria is or will adequately be provided for pursuant to Washoe County Code Section 110.606.30.
Dale Way, I'll second that motion.
Thank you to both of you. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, aye.
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 All opposed? All opposed? None. That passes unanimously. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kat.
Thanks.
Thank you, Trent, or Derek. We move on to number 8, reports and future agenda items. We rarely have anything to talk about in our future agenda items. Trent, do you have anything for us under legal information and updates?
No, I do not have any updates to provide.
Thank you. We'll move on to number 9. Thank you for bearing with me as I skip number 4, the original public comment, but we are going to have a public comment period for anybody that would like to do that right now. This public comment period is limited to 3 minutes per person and can pertain to matters both on and off the agenda. However, action may not be taken on any matter raised during this public comment period until the matter is specifically listed on an agenda as an action item. Comments should be made to the to the Parcel Map Review Committee as a whole. Adriana, did anybody show up? Does anybody have public comment for us today?
There are no hands raised for public comment.
Okay, then thank you for that item. We'll move on to number 10. That's adjournment. Thanks for a good meeting day, everybody, and have a good rest of the day.